All right, so this is going to be another topic about the WNBA. Okay, um, I need to talk about how these women, still don't get it. They had Caitlin Clark's junior year to figure out what to do to grow women's basketball. If they were all that, they would have put things together to make sure that the game would really be popping and the names would be out there before she got there. And then they had the senior year. Okay, they had her senior year. She's balling out. She's getting tons of views, millions upon millions of views, something that's never been seen in women's basketball. She was absurd. Okay, and you knew she was coming. So there's no excuse. You knew she was coming. So you're supposed to be prepared. You're supposed to get all this rep situation together. You knew a massive fan base was coming. There's no way you're this inadequate. And if you don't know a fan base is coming, you should be fired on the spot. Everybody who should be in charge, from the commissioner on down, and marketing the game, and and you know all of everything that encompasses growing the game that you guys keep yapping about. Y'all need to be fired because you have done a terrible job. You've done the reverse of that. You have just slowed everything down, and yeah, it's just pitiful to see. It's fucking sucks to see how y'all just don't get it. Of course, I'm not surprised. You've never grown anything. You're literally just hanging around. That's all y'all do. Y'all just hanging around. You're like a chick, you know, just some chick that just some dude is just keeping around. He's just smashing every now and then, and he's not really gonna take her nowhere. You know, but he's not gonna let her go back to whatever the fuck. He's just gonna keep her around in limbo. He's not gonna move her into his He's not gonna move her to his house, but he's gonna keep her in some apartment somewhere in some who gives a fuck part of town. Nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Better than nothing. That's what the NBA is. You're like a little fucking secret side chick somewhere. Low self-esteem side chick who thinks she's something that she's not. And then another chick shows up. Now the house is getting fixed up. Instead of fucking clapping and thanking God that you're finally getting moved out of your shitty, dilapidated, or getting moved from your shitty, dilapidated, you know, apartment to a better spot. Now you're trying to attack that chick, and you're trying to lie. You're trying to say you've been doing this the whole time because you feel like you've been in this apartment a long time. No, you've been in the apartment a long time, but you ain't been doing shit the whole time. Which is why you're in that shitty ass apartment. If you were in a nice apartment, you would have got upgraded. And that's what Caitlin Clark is, the immediate upgrade. As soon as she gets there, upgrade. And really, you should be 2 floors higher. You should be 2 floors higher than where you are, but you're not in there because you continuously keep tearing parts of the house down to try to cope with the reality that is not about you anymore. And they can't stop gaslighting. And the thing is, y'all not good at this. Like you're not good at covering stuff up. You're not good at pretending your league's not rigged. You're not good at your participation trophies. You guys are always fucking up everything. I think some other content creators have forgotten about this, but like they're just fucking up everything. Like the announcers be fucking up. The they fucked up they fucked up the spelling of Sanaya Rivers' name. All right, this is a girl who's getting drafted this past year, this this season. Um, and I believe it's on draft night. They butchered her name, or not butchered her name, but they got her name wrong. How the fuck you do that? Like you know how the name is like on the screen or whatever. Like they put the name in the wrong spelling. Like what are y'all doing? Y'all supposed to go over that. This isn't the old WNBA that nobody's watching. Y'all gotta fucking get it together. Get your shit together. This is not a fucking game. Y'all are out here playing around and throwing away millions of views because you're a bunch of fucking children, overgrown ass children, and you're in a position that you really don't. Just none of y'all deserve to be in. You were just given that position because no one gave a fuck. Because nobody's watching this shit. So if you're in there and you're farting around and fucking licking on each other, nobody cares because nobody's watching. Everybody knew you're doing that anyway. So when they feel like, oh, this is a, this is a league of lesbians and this is a league of like we already knew, didn't know. This is something people have known forever. That these women basketball players are fucking jumping on each other and doing all that. All right, you're not fooling nobody. Nobody surprised that y'all live that lifestyle. All right, we know what it is. But the thing is, y'all not just like regular. Y'all not just like regular lesbians, man. Y'all are like super strap on, you know, extra studdish with it, man. Like y'all just or want to be managed with it. Y'all just trying to do the best you can to pretend to be what y'all think like a tough guy is. Of course, whenever y'all get put in the media, y'all turn into damsels in distress. You know, then you're stop asking me that. Leave me alone. I'm being oppressed. Y'all act like Karens, bro. Anytime someone wants to see what someone asks you about simple questions, y'all just fucking get impressed. This is why you're not the face of the fucking league. This is why nobody wants to watch you. It's not just about the basketball. You have to be a person who has certain qualities. You have to be able to deal with pressure. If simple questions break you down and you keep trying to create a wall and you don't want anybody to do this and you don't feel like anyone should be able to talk about this and no one should be, and these aren't like hardball questions at all, and you're already struggling with them. What the fuck are we supposed to do with you? You are not marketable. And then your basketball is fucking not marketable either. And the fucking 40 games that these women play, most of these women are absolute dookie. There's so many women in this league that score under the average under 10 points. Like, who the fuck is gonna fucking go and buy a jersey for that? Who's supposed to be inspired by that? Who's supposed to take that stat and put it on something? Yo, this player scored average like 10 points, bro. She's doing things. Y'all should come and watch her. All right. The only way you can get away with that is if you look like Kyrie Gonders, because people just trying to see, like, oh, she bad as fuck. So that's why they there. They're like, damn, Kyrie is fucking damn. I ain't never seen nobody like that playing before. That's it. Like, other than that, ain't nobody trying to see that bullshit. So there's nothing for people to be amazed by what y'all doing, and y'all are annoying us. Y'all are fucking constantly nagging, and it doesn't stop. And you're fake tough. And it's fucking enough. Okay, it's enough. Cut your bullshit out. You're not built for fame. Let Caitlin Clark, who's built for fame, already has been put through the fire. Been put through the fire. Let her deal with that. And what will happen is you will be able to play ball in a way that will have everyone excited and she'll be able to be talked about. And the league will actually truly grow, not just a bunch of yapping and silly commercials forcing WNBA players that no one knew about before 2 years ago in commercials and putting them on billboards and all this type of stuff. First of all, y'all doing that's not going to help to grow your league. Like you're not going to get any true fan base out of that. You're going to be seeing more, but it doesn't mean anything. Like I said, you're not. Nothing about you pushes the needle. Nothing about you is making people want to get up and do anything. Caitlin Clark has done that already. She's already been there. Okay, y'all don't happen like that. You don't happen. So you have to stop. You have to just give up all this delusional, stuff, this mindset that y'all have, this entitlement, this like kid like behavior where this this kid got this toy, so I should get this toy. Like, no, that it's different. Like, you're not that kid. This kid has done a certain amount of things that you have not achieved and never come close to. So you're not getting that. You're not getting that. Say that musical instrument. You're not getting those sneakers. You're not getting the same toy this kid got. That's what these women have to be told. And if they don't seem to understand it, they're to be exited out the league. And Caitlin Clark should be clearly the face of the league. The league should not be putting other people's unknown faces on anything. This is not going to help the league grow. All you're going to do is antagonize people because they are like, yo, who the fuck are these people? And why is Caitlin Clark not on the face of these things? Okay? Because also, when you do that, you don't put Caitlin Clark's on face on, you don't put her face on these events. Like, I know they got some like Olympic thing coming up. When you don't put a face on these types of things, people don't know what's going on. So people are not going to be tuning in like they would have if she was on. And y'all are stupid. You don't get the casual type of people that don't know what's going on. You're not going to get the Cleveland Clark fans. You're going to keep getting the same thing. But apparently that makes y'all feel better. As long as you're all in mediocrity together. It's better than one person bringing you guys to victory. And that's what your league is. Just a bunch of mediocre females holding mediocre at best, females holding each other up, and that's it. Nothing to see, nothing to be amazed by. Y'all suck. Um, that's what I got to say, man. Like, these women, they're not. There's nothing to see here. They're just getting in the way. And if you agree with what I'm saying, let me know what's up. It's the usual. Holla at your boy. I'll come out with another piece. I'm out.